matchup. In 3, 2, 1, go!
And here we go in the second match of the Einstein playoffs. Both sides not connecting with all of their coral. Red Alliance coming back with a vengeance. Third is up and good. Blue Alliance hitting Algae up in the net. 16 Bomb Squad right there with them. But it will be a Red Alliance advantage, 37-34, as drivers take control here on the Mass Field. 180, Spam coming back. Algae drops short. Blue Alliance will take advantage and pull into the lead. Strike Force from Kalamazoo score a 4-pointer. Meanwhile, Lagerbot scoring on level 3, and Red Alliance has pulled it back in their favor. Only a minor lead of 10 points and 27-67. Coming over, stealing Algae, and then heading back into safe blue territory. Algae cleared on the red side of the field. Their focus shifts to Coral as they maintain a lead 119-114. It's close here in match number 2 with 1 minute 23 for play. Strike Force in red territory. They collide with 49-46. Alpha Dogs push back against the blue defender trying to get away, but now they're pinned in the corner. 16 continuing to work on the lower levels of the reef. And with 1 minute for play, Hopper trails by 15. No defense on the blue side of the field. Neshoba Robotics filling up one of the last spots of level 3. But here's Bomb Squad from Arkansas to lock down one of the human players' stations. And with 40 seconds for play, it'll come down to end game points with a 6-point differential. Make that 2. 49-46, still getting bullied by Kalamazoo team, 27-67. Trough is the only place left to score on the red side of the field. Blue Alliance pulls ahead by 1 as we enter endgame. Points here in the barge will decide the outcome of the match. Here comes 16, they're off the seafloor. 180 is going up. 4 seconds for blue to counter. 2, 1. It's the Galileo Alliance taking it home. 237-221.
Match 3 underway. Curie in red, Milstein in blue. First Algae on the move is from Toolcats. Taking a look at the action on the blue side of the field. 5 corals scored so far. We see Robonauts intaking up off the playing field floor. They hang out as time expires. Curie's in the lead with drivers in control for the remainder of match 3. North Gwinnett Robotics, they go up with 5 quick points on L4 for the Red Alliance to get things rolling. And those red robots, they are cycling the Algae away from in front of their driver stations. That's North Gwinnett and their alliance partner Toolcats. Both of them clean up that Algae while Prepatech was getting some coral cycles started nice and early for the Curie Alliance. Over on Milstein, we've got coral in 2 places, up on L4 and down in the trough. Lots of high and low value points coming up on the board for the Blue Alliance. Just over 1 minute 1.5 minutes remaining in the match. Curie's in the lead, 121-108. Algae goes up from Toolcats. Lots of corals still cycling for red. They are working from level 4 all the way down, prioritizing as many points as they can. Algae bounces out of the Red Alliance net down over to the blue side of the field. And Houston's Robonauts, they nudge it on back out of their way as they pick up some coral from the playing field floor. Coral goes up on L3 while chips score in the trough. Algae picked up by Petty Robotics. Petty aim high, and that Algae bounces up and out of the net. Those nets getting very full. 9 in the Red Alliance net, 7 in the Blue Alliance net. Under 1 minute of match play remaining. Curie in the lead, 188-171. Checking out the status of these reefs. Red is nearly completed. Blue's got a few extra spots left. All of them on L's 3 and 2. More algae goes up, an attempt from the Red Alliance, and again, bouncing out of the playing field, back on to the carpet. Robonauts pick up from the floor. They score on L2, and the sonar ping sounds to indicate the final 20 seconds of match 3 here on Einstein. First spot to the barge. We see Chips make contact with their deep cage. Next up is Prepatech Lambot. They pull their cage toward themselves. One of their alliance partners already up. That's North Gwinnett Robotics. Robonauts, Petty Robotics, both of them suspended from the deep cage as time for Curie. Red Alliance takes that win 251 to 239.
In 3, 2, 1, go!
Curie in red, Johnson in blue here at Autonomous. 3 coral scored up top already. There's an algae from 3276 Toolcats. 2073 doing the same for blue. And 7 coral already scored up top for both. That's 8 and 9 for Johnson. We'll put them in the lead. But Curie got more algae, meaning it's 77 to 76. Here's North Gwinnett to add to it. 1771, throwing it up there for 4 apiece. Eagle Force 2073 is on algae duty for the Blue Johnson Alliance. But Curie comes away with an initial lead of 10. And Lambot now collecting coral as the top row fills up completely. The most valuable points. Johnson hot on the heels. 44-14 finding their footing as they come away after delivering one of the last pieces of algae. Only one left, and they have it out of California. 149 to 153. Johnson has closed the gap as they pull ahead by 1 point here. Lambot is on the case, scoring 4 pointers along with their friends from Georgia. Everybody on offense. Cycle time matters. And 1690 is one of the fastest as they quickly pick up from the ground and deliver to the trough. Red Alliance is filling up the few remaining spots left on level 2. Toolcats out of Minnesota coming back with coral, scoring undefended. They tie it up at 205. 45 seconds remain. It'll have to come down to the end game to decide the winner of this match in the upper bracket. Both reefs completely full. Trough is the only space left to score. Currently 13 blue, 12 red. As the scores near one another. No more coral on the red loading station. They have run out. Now it's time to hang. Eagle Force is up in the air for 12. 10 seconds. Up goes Lambot. 6, 3, blue robot swinging free. 2 seconds. 1. All 6. It's going to Alliance takes it. 293 to 279. Johnson takes Curie. And we'll move on to play again in match 11.
Find the lines. Everybody, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go!
Robots Autonomous underway. Checking out our scoring so far. We are going back with all of that coral from the coral station. Spam picking up from the playing field floor for the Galileo Alliance. But Daly did outscore them in Autonomous. OP Robotics 2056. They've got some algae to start this match. Arm goes up. 2 algae, though, scored in the same time by the Red Alliance. Cobra Commanders alongside their alliance partner, the Alpha Dogs. Now it's Alpha Dogs and Spam going up with their algae, and another one by the Cobra Commanders. Just one algae remaining on that playing field floor, so we see a shift to Coral for the Red Galileo Alliance. Daly's also cleaning up their last algae into their net. Nomad gets that for Blue. Spam attempts to get that final algae up, but it does bounce off of the ones already scored down to the playing field carpet. One L4 branch remaining, it appears, for the Blue Daily Alliance. Minute and a half remaining in this match. They are in the lead, 155 to 152. OP Robotics scoring in the trough while Alliance partner Nomad reaches up to level 4. We are 3v3 on offense this so far in this match. A few coral in the trough on both sides, but we are all even in terms of the number of coral that have been scored. 34 right now for the Blue Alliance. Red about to score their 34th. That came from Spam representing Stuart, Florida. Looking at the algae, Blue Alliance advantage there, and that is why they have this lead entering the final minute of this match. Spam filling up L2 now for the Red Galileo Alliance. More pieces go on L2 for Blue as well. We are still focusing entirely on offense here. Blue Alliance with that slight advantage, 48 coral on Blue, 47 coral on Red. All that is left is one L2 spot and the trough for both alliances. Blue gets theirs first, so all that is left is trough. Over on Red, we see one of those red boat robots searching around for it. Sonar ping sounds. First robots approaching the barge now. All 6 already there. Tons of time to get up off the ground. We have got all 3 Blue Alliance robots swinging, all 3 Red Alliance robots swinging as time runs out on match 9. Number 9 is going to the Daily Alliance, 282 to 263. Congratulations to the Blue Alliance. That does mean it is the end of the road for Galileo. So let's give
the lines, and we're starting in Shalosh, Stein, Achad, go!
Match number 11 decides which alliance will get a ticket to the finals. Coral goes up, of course, on both sides of the field. First algae on the move is from Eagle Force for the Johnson Alliance. That algae reaches all the way up with their elevator, moving its way into the Blue Alliance net as drivers take control for the remainder of match 11. Eagle Force go up with their second algae. Orbit and High Tide right behind them. They continue to try to get as many algae moved into the net as quickly as possible. Right now, all of that focus is on each alliance's own algae. Madtown Robotics reaches up. They're able to stick the landing for quick points for the Newton Alliance in red. Jack in the Bot. They move in, and so does Madtown one more time. Algae completely cleaned up by the Red Alliance. Last algae on the move is Blue. That's from Eagle Force. We saw them do it in auto, and they're going to do it again here in Teleop. No more algae in sight. It is all coming down to the coral on the reefs. Alliances are neck and neck. Just a few points of separation with under a minute and a half remaining in this match. That algae advantage is in favor of the Red Alliance. So Blue's gonna need to make up for that with the coral that they are scoring. L4 is now completely filled up thanks to the work of High Tide on the Blue Alliance. Level 3 is looking just about filled as well. Not much left for the Blue representatives from Johnson. Over on Red, a few more options. They are trailing, but they have those options in front of them and plenty of time to do it. Last minute of this match coming up, 42-72. Maverick Robotics dropping off a coral on level 2 of that reef while their alliance partner Madtown is working on the trough. Madtown drops off a few points, so does Jack in the Bot. They focus on that lowest value coral, leaving Maverick to be the coral priority for the Red Newton Alliance. Final 30 seconds coming up. Lots of coral in that trough for blue. They have 57 coral scored, an advantage of 10, giving them that lead as we head into the barge zone. High Tide, the first one up off the floor. Over in red, Maverick is the first one there. Red takes a few last seconds to get the last algae they can. And 29-10, Jack in the Bot, they need to get up off the ground. They try, but they do end up wheels to the finals is the Blue Johnson Alliance. Johnson takes that match 288 to 271.
The lines, and we're starting in
Shalosh, Shatan, Ayat, go!
And we're off for finals match number 1 over on Einstein. Blue Alliance starting strong, placing 4, make that 5, coral up top. But Red Alliance has outpaced them on level 4, scoring 8 coral so far. 1690 making that 9. It's gonna be the Johnson Alliance coming into Teleop with a lead, but only by 9 points are these two alliances separated. All robots attacking the barge, scoring algae. The Blue Alliance and Red both putting up 4, but Blue prioritizing algae early in the match, adding in a few more. Madtown Robotics scoring an algae, going back to the reef to grab another. Their partner Jack in the Bot doing the same. The Blue Alliance is making sure that they are using the finite resource that is algae to their best advantage. But the Red Alliance has maintained their lead they established during auto. 44-14 High Tide, scoring on level 3. The Red Alliance has the top level of their reef fully filled up. 1690 Orbit scoring on level 2. Their partner Eagle Force on level 3 right behind them. Each alliance is tied up in the barge. Now it all comes down to coral. Who's gonna be able to score enough on the reef to win? 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. Johnson is up 204 to Newton's 176. Each alliance only focusing on offense. So far, it is a brawl to make sure that you outscore the other alliance on the reef. 42-72 from Indiana scoring on level 4. Their partner Jack in the Bot following up with a level 2 placement. 45 seconds remaining. Johnson has maintained their lead and extended it. They're up 235 to Blues 216. 35 seconds remaining. Thankfully, 29-10 able to grab another piece of coral, score it on their trough. 44-14 trying to get an early start on climbing along with their partner Eagle Force. 20 seconds remaining. Red Alliance trying to get a few more reps in while Eagle Force has begun their deep cage climb. Over on blue, Maverick Robotics also lining up to climb with 10 seconds remaining. Madtown's up, Maverick's up, all 6 robots in the air right as time runs out. One, and it's the Red Alliance, our Johnson division winning 295 to Newton's 181. Our Johnson Alliance winning the first face-off.
In 3, 2, 1, go!
Match 2 here on Einstein is off. Red Alliance starting strong, scoring 3, make that 4, now 5 coral on level 4 of their reef. Blue Alliance trying to match them beat for beat. We've also got an algae up in the net for the Red Alliance. It's a close one, but it's gonna be Newton coming into Teleop with an advantage. They outscored Red on the reef, giving them a lead as we shift into Teleop. But Red Alliance taking the lead right back. 1690 Orbit adding an algae up into the net. Their partners doing the same. Eagle Force coming over with an algae along with High Tide. Blue Alliance also trying to get the algae out of the way first. They know that's a limited resource here on the field. They're trying to grab all the algae, score, and then focus on the reef. We've got 1 minute and 35 seconds remaining. Johnson is up by about 20 points. Over on the red side of the field, they're attacking the reef. Blue Alliance with a great save for the Newton Alliance, 42-72 scoring on level 4. Their partner, Madtown Robotics, with the last algae on the field, making it up into the barge for the Blue Alliance. Red Alliance has maintained their lead during teleop. Orbit running cycles, lifting up, scoring on level 3. Their partner, High Tide, doing the same and then also scoring on level 1. Blue Alliance has not been able to match the pace of Red on the reef, even though they've outscored Johnson on the barge. 50 seconds remaining, each alliance over 200 points. Johnson's up, but only by 11 points. High Tide with a level 2. The Red Alliance only has 1 branch left on their reef. Blue has, it looks like, 4. Jack in the Bot scoring on level 2. Maverick Robotics adding a level 2 Coral as well. Red Alliance now focusing on the trough since that's all that's left. 20 seconds remaining. It's so close. Only a few points separating these two alliances. Blue Alliance trying to get a few more cycles in. Jack in the Bot plopping down a Coral on the trough. Their partners beginning their climb. Madtown's up, Maverick's up. 1, 2, 3, red robots are up. All robots have climbed. This is gonna be a close one. To a third match. It's the Blue Alliance winning 285 to Reds 274. The Newton Alliance winning thanks to their algae and endgame performance.
3, 2, 1, go!
Our last match here on Einstein. Over on Blue, they've already scored 3 up top, but Red is outpacing them in auto, scoring 6. Make that 7 from High Tide, 8 from Orbit. Over on the Blue Alliance, they were able to score 11, and that was enough to give them the lead coming into teleop. These alliances know that they need to work on the algae first. Eagle Force snatching an algae and adding it up into the barge for Red. Their partner Orbit doing the same. The Blue Alliance, though, stealing some algae, Jack in the Bot from Red and putting it up in the barge for the Blue Alliance. Newton is up, but only by a few points. 2073 scoring again in the barge. Their partners, though, are turning their attention to the reef. High Tide scoring on level 3. Red Alliance has run out of room on level 4. Same with the Blue Alliance. 42-72 Maverick scoring on level 1. 13-23 just barely making in an algae into the Blue Alliance's net. 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining. Johnson's up by around 30, but Newton is trying to catch up. Madtown Robotics working on Coral cycles, using their wide ground floor pickup to grab some Coral and score it on the trough for the Blue Alliance. Over on Blue, they are trying to keep up with the pace that Johnson has set with the reef. But so far, Johnson has been able to have tighter cycle times on the Red Alliance's reef. All branches are filled except for 3 on level 2. Over on Blue Alliance, they're in a similar position. 40 seconds remaining, and these two alliances are neck and neck. The Blue Alliance was able to score more in the barge, but it's yet to be determined if they'll be able to keep up on the reef. 30 seconds remaining. Newton is up, but only barely. 42-72 scoring on Blue. Their partners doing the same. On the Red Alliance, teams are searching for Coral. 44-14 High Tide scoring in the trough. Their partner Orbit piling up more Coral in level 1. 10 seconds remaining. Maverick Robotics lining up. They're up in the air for Blue. Their partners coming as well. 5 seconds. 2 red robots are up. High Tide trying to get up 2. They're up for Johnson right as time runs out. Newton Alliance!
comes down to this. World Finals here on Einstein 2024 Crescendo, presented by Haas. Newton in red took the undefeated streak across the upper bracket. Blue, Daly battling back from the lower bracket for the rematch here in the finals. Autonomous control comes to an end. Newton takes the 10-point lead here going into driver control. 254, Cheesy Poofs at the amp here first. Running out of ammunition, they'll head back with their alliance partners Madtown, switching places, trying to get around the defense of the Robo-Lancers, now catching him underneath the bumper. Madtown pinned in the corner by the Robo-Lancers, they back off before the fouls come in, and 13-23 breaks free. Blue Alliance, Red Alliance, both amplified at the same time. Orbit pinned up against that subwoofer. Time ticking down here, and Red Alliance will end theirs and reset at the amp 58-49 with just over a minute and a half left in play. Back to collect. Blue Alliance looking for one more note here. There's Orbit from Israel. They get the second they need and ready to amplify. Up and in for Team Scream, the 5-point score. Orbit making it 10 for the Blue Daily Alliance. Here comes Red, a well-timed hit from the Orbit machine, and the Cheesy Poofs lodge the note up into the speaker. 66-60, just over 1 minute left in play. There's the team from San Jose getting it done. The blue team 254 up and in. 16-19 trying to get another hit in, but the Cheesy Poofs managed to dodge and head back to collect. 75-68. Blue Alliance ready to amplify, and they do. 1-2 from the Scream Machine out of Sedalia. Getting it done here. 3:21, lying in wait, and perhaps motionless on the far side of the field. A 3v2 here, advantage Red. Trying to bring it back here, and 3-2-1 springs back to life with 30 seconds left in play. Cheesy Poofs ready to amplify, looking skyward, up and in for the 5-point score. 45-22, being routed by the 294 machine. Beach Cities slowing down the Daily Alliance. It's close, 15 seconds in the end game, 87-85. Red with the advantage, but here comes the Blue Alliance. Team Scream, trap stage right. Cheesy Poofs, trap stage right, 3 seconds in play, and time expires. The Blue Alliance Daily takes it, 119-99. Daily going up one match here in the World Finals. World Finals 2 here on the big stage. Daly battled back in the lower bracket to take the revenge match in match number 1. Newton looking to equalize here, starting off the scoring. Daly looking at a strong start, but Newton coming back in the final second of autonomous control. Daly and Newton tied at 41. Drivers take control. Cheesy Poofs in orbit, back to deliver first. And now the pileup at the red source as the Cheesy Poofs in Madtown looking to collect. Heading back across midfield here. 45-22, moving back across into position. Red Alliance and Blue Alliance ready to amplify. Red beats them to it, but not by much. Up and in for the 5-point score. Here comes Team Scream out of Missouri. Getting number 2 at Madtown, adding on to Red. They will reset here as Orbit and 254 back at the amp, 69-54, just over a minute and a half in play. 13-23, running the full field cycles here, switching places with the Poofs. 294 playing the defense on the far side, as is 321 the Robo-Lancers. Lights out defense, 321, trying to slow them down. Red Alliance amplification ends. Blue Alliance looking to restart here. Team Scream back to collect. 294 pushing 16-19 right outside the source zone. Backing up before the foul comes in. 1 minute to play. Newton with the advantage here. Red Alliance ready to amplify, and Madtown up and in, 5 points. Here come the Cheesy Poofs for 10. 3-2-1, preventing any more scoring as Blue Alliance amplifies. 45 left in play, 97-84. Newton with the advantage here. Red Alliance Dust settles, ready to amplify. They have the 9-point lead. Orbit looking to deliver the second one they need. And red is amplified. Newton looking for more. Madtown and Orbit collide on the near side. Madtown trying to beat the buzzer with ease. They do up high, and the Cheesy Poofs can't get back in time. And they will head across the front side of the field. 13 seconds left. Newton with the lead. 109-96. Here comes Team Scream with a trap on stage right. Here come the Cheesy Poofs with a trap on stage right. 3 seconds left. Time expires in match number 2. Blue Lions daily 123 to 120. Your new 2024 Crescendo World Champions. Team number 1690, Team 40, Team number 4522.
Take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets, our heads are
Einstein Finals Match 1 about to begin. Space Explorers between the lines. In 3, 2, 1, go!
As we begin this match, Archimedes and Darwin use their typical starting configuration. Archimedes in red will be able to score 15 points for exiting the half, while Darwin in blue will pick up 12. Checking out the rest of the action, as the sandstorm subsides, we see some cargo sealed in on the red side of the field on behalf of Runnymede Robotics. We do see defensive action already in play. Team Rembrandt from the Netherlands. They are sitting right behind Celtex on the Red Alliance. They're going to wait for Celtex to approach their cargo ship or the rocket to try to slow them down. Meanwhile, down on the blue side of the field, defensive robot for the Red Alliance is Runnymede Robotics. Thunder Chickens are an incredibly fast robot for your blue Darwin Alliance. And it looks like Rembrandt are trying to also work to help them continue scoring as quickly as possible, while Runnymede tries to slow them down. Thunder Chickens drop off 3 more points for your Blue Alliance. Current score with under a minute and a half remaining in the match. A very tight advantage to your Red Alliance, 53-49. More cargo coming on in on the red side of the field. We also see Celtex working on hatch panels now. Maquanago Bears of the Red Alliance, they're collecting some cargo, typically a very strong hatch panel robot. They are going to drop cargo off into the lowest level of the Red Alliance rocket on the near side of the field. Each piece of cargo worth 3 points. Maquanago now adding 3 more to that Red Alliance lead. 40 seconds remaining in the match. Just 1 hatch panel, the difference in score between these two capable alliances. Thunder Chickens looking for a place to drop off some cargo. The only safe spot is in the Blue Alliance rocket. There are only empty cargo bays inside of that rocket. 20 seconds left, still a red Archimedes advantage. Robots now racing back to the hab. Both alliances can do double hab 3 climbs. Maquanago is trying to make it happen, but so are the Brightman Techno Dogs. It looks like a level 2 as well for the Red Alliance as time expires. The final results coming up on the screen for you now. By 6 points, take a look at those final results in favor of the Archimedes Red Alliance. 107-101 in
Einstein Finals Match 2. Space Explorers between the lines. In 3, 2, 1, go!
As the sandstorm period begins in this match, the Blue Darwin Alliance chooses to leave off 1 null hatch panel. That can be a 2-point swing early here in this match. That panel coming on in on behalf of the Blue Alliance. It'll stick 5 more points for the Blue Alliance team as the sandstorm subsides. The Blue Alliance does earn the win coming out of the first 15 seconds of the match. They have 28 points to 24. Team Rembrandts on the Blue Alliance, they are once again playing defense for Darwin. This time they are choosing to first stick to Mukwonago Bears. They're scaling their way up a Red Alliance rocket. Their partners in red, Celtex from Hamilton, Ontario, they drop a hatch panel going up on level 2 of a Red Alliance rocket, but they collect cargo from the depot in front of their Alliance station, drop it off for 3 more points for the Red Alliance. Blue here still with the lead by 1 point, just under a minute and a half remaining in the match. Rembrandts, while they play some defense, their Alliance partners hard at work. Brighton Techno Dogs dropping off more and more cargo. That Blue Alliance cargo ship completely full. That means that Brighton is going to need to focus on a rocket. Their partners, Thunder Chickens, very, very quickly trying to drop off panels so that Brighton can follow up and drop in 3 points of cargo behind them. Just like in last match, Runnymede Robotics is playing defense. They stick tight to Thunder Chickens. If Thunder Chickens can't drop off panels, the 3 points of cargo will not be able to be supplied on behalf of Brighton. 40 seconds remaining in the match. Blue still holding on by 1 point. Mukwonago Bears, they go for some cargo, accidentally throwing it across the field. Our endgame warning sign sounds, and we are all tied up, 65 points apiece. Celtex is up 3 more points for the Red Alliance. First in the hab, Runnymede Robotics. They need 12 points for Archimedes. Rembrandts needs to make their way back. 1310 is back in hab level 1. Mukwonago might not be able to get the 12 points in hab level 3. We're in our final 2-1. Darwin in blue, 96-78 in Einstein final 2.
All right, we are all tied up over on the FRC field. We are
Here in Detroit, Space Explorers between the lines. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Welcome to the Einstein final tiebreaker match. Same starting configuration we've seen in our previous matches. The Red Alliance with a 3-point advantage coming out of the hab, but Blue leaves 1 null hatch panel left off of their cargo ship for a 2-point addition to their score. Those scores now being tallied up coming out of the sandstorm. We have a Darwin advantage, 34-28. Team Rembrandts once again playing defense on the Red Alliance side of the field. They are choosing to defend against 930 Mukwonago Bears. While Mukwonago is being slowed down, their alliance partner Celtex is working as quickly as possible. They deploy 3 points into the Red Alliance cargo ship. Blue Alliance still with the lead. We see a defensive robot down on their end of the field. That is Runnymede Robotics. Techno Dogs out of Brighton, Michigan install a hatch panel for 2 more points. They have 4 so far on a Blue Alliance rocket. Those 4 panels will allow cargo to be dropped in 3 points at a time. And Brighton is working incredibly quickly in doing so, grabbing cargo from an alliance in front of the Alliance station wall. Their partners on blue, Thunder Chickens, meeting some of that tight defense being supplied by Runnymede. Meanwhile, back on red, they are still 2 points behind with 1 minute remaining in the match. The Red Alliance is looking to drop off some cargo at 3 points apiece. It is the more valuable addition to their score, but the defense from 4481 is slowing them down, and they are running out of empty cargo bays with hatch panels already installed. Both alliances nearing completion of the cargo ship in the center of the field. Darwin still ahead by 2 points, but that is only the value of a hatch panel. Red now tying it up as the endgame warning sounds. Still a tie score on the board, still defensive rots on both sides of the field. Cargo going up from Thunder Chickens. Thunder Chickens back in the hab. They need the double climb. Thunder Chickens fall. They are still in hab level 1. Their partner trying to help them out. 1310 is up for the Red Alliance.
McQuanago coming up behind them, trying to perfect their level 3 hab climb. And as time expires, we will tally up our final scores and have the results momentarily. Darwin Alliance by 1 point in our Einstein final tiebreaker. Congratulations to your Darwin Blue Alliance, including teams 3707